Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to, go over some Forex trading for beginners by doing some technical analysis that is extremely easy to follow. So all of that's coming right up. All right, so here we have, the before where, I kind of said that USDJPY would be possible buys. I also said that AUDJPY would also be possible buys. So, take a look at what we have going forward. What's up, guys? Okay, so quickly, we're going to do a quick before on USDJPY. Probably this is the first time you hear my voice on YouTube. Let's just kind of go into it like quick, right? Currently, the time is 6:23 p.m. and it's Asian session. And what I'm looking at actually is the fact that price on USDJPY is actually at its previous week's high, all right? So this would be the previous week's high right here. And what happened was, this is Asian session. Price got to the previous week's high just before the market closed. This line here, this dotted line symbolifies that the market's previous day closed, and well, we're on a new trading day now. But this is Asian session, and 9 times out of 10, the market does not reverse in Asian session. If you also look, price is actually kind of consolidating, kind of accumulating in this area right here, above this previous high. Now, you have to think about it logically, right? If the dealer was going to reverse the market, as in he was going to send the market this way, you send it down, he wouldn't give persons the ample opportunity to sell at the high. That doesn't make sense for the dealer, right? It genuinely doesn't make sense. But if he plays in this area for quite some time, he's going to trap enough persons into, and get them into thinking that this is resistance, right? If he plays in this area for a while, he accumulates in this area for a while, he's going to get people into thinking that this is resistance and it's going to fall. So what I am thinking is, because it's accumulating in this area, that we can see some buys, right? Now, if you go upon the daily time frame as well, you can also see that the momentum is bullish, right? So let's zoom in quickly right here. And you can see, it's clear, right? The momentum is bullish. Now, there is a very, very tiny wick on the previous bullish candle's close, previous day's candle close, but I guess you can say that the wick has been filled already, but the momentum is bullish. Now, again, why would the dealer carry price to this area? Why would the dealer carry price to this area and then hold it in this area for this amount of time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 hours at the previous high. If the dealer wanted to reverse the market, he would not give retail traders 2 hours to enter for sales. That doesn't make sense. What actually does make sense is to consolidate the market for an extended amount of time, so that he can get people into thinking that yes, it's going to drop, when in theory, or when in reality, actually, he's going to push the market to buy. So that's my analysis for USDJPY. I do not see sells. I only see buys. Everything about this particular setup for me speaks to buys. So we're gonna come back probably a little later to check on it to see if it does what I want it to do, and if it does not, my entry would be around this area, this general vicinity, right? So I guess you can see something like this, somewhere here, right? And my stop loss, as per usual, is 10 pips. So my entry is somewhere there, right? So my stop loss would be somewhere here, something like that. All right. Oh my gosh, something like that, somewhere there. All right. So basically, that's the analysis. We'll come back to it in a don't know, whenever it decides to do, is either going to stop me out or it's going to go in my favor, right? Regardless, I have a 10 pip stop loss, so I'm not really too worried. If it goes against me, it stops me out. It doesn't hurt. It really doesn't hurt because my stop loss is that tight, right? So we'll see you guys again for the review. Hey, what's up, guys? USDJPY, right? So we're here for the review. Just looking at it, I mean, you can see this here. The time is now 8:24 p.m. All right, so about give or take about 2 hours after the entry, just a bit, maybe about an hour and a half after the entry. All right, and you can see, as I said, that the consolidation would be indicative of a continuation, right? And because of my understanding that if the market was going to reverse, the dealer, the person in charge of the market, would not give sellers much time to sell, to actually sell. Rather, this consolidation here, this accumulation here, is basically to induce sellers, right? So, the trade, my stop loss was never really at risk. I did take this as a trade, and you will see it, right? My stop loss was never really at risk, and the trade did go probably about 15 pips or so. And I don't really see it coming back down, at least not now. Maybe for London Open, maybe. But I don't see it coming back down. That's really about it for USDJPY. It was very simple, very, very unique in terms of the fact that, a lot of people I know were selling here, right? But then again, you see, the thing is, as I said, 90% of traders lose 90% of their money within 90 days. That being said, you don't want to be doing what the 90%ers are doing. So that's really it for USDJPY. Let's kind of close off now, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Right, so here we have my entry, right? And you can see where I entered. You could see the fact that, I was discussing obvious bull momentum. You can see that the entry was basically right on the consolidation, just as I said. Right, and well, as you can also see, I also called AUDJPY, as you would have seen in the group chat earlier, and it did do what I said it would do, but the focal point of this video was USDJPY.